Hi everyone, welcome to Universal Qigong. I'm your host, Dane Dormio, and we are going to be going together through a simple, easy process that you can do at any time to refresh, recharge, revitalize, and rejuvenate your entire mind-body energy system. This will take us about 30 minutes in total. If you have never done Tai Chi or Qigong before, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to memorize. No previous experience is required. All you have to do is watch and follow along and enjoy the practice. So let's begin. We'll start by feeling into your body, feeling how it wants to move, and give it whatever kind of movement it's wanting. Stretch out whatever needs to be stretched out, work out whatever needs to be worked out, or shaken out, or opened up. With the intention of feeling light and free and open in your body. And then we will begin our opening process by extending our fingertips downwards, lengthening the arms. We're opening up the tops of the shoulders and the sides of the neck. And then we'll begin to open the front of the body by bringing the hands backwards and up. Going slowly, allowing time for the body to fully open and expand. And then we'll begin to open the back of the body by bringing the hands forward, lengthening the spine, lengthening the backs of the legs, going as far forward as you can comfortably go. And at the bottom, we'll let the shoulders relax, let the neck relax, let the head and arms just hang down. Just let the whole body relax and become comfortable here for a few breaths. And then we'll begin to come up very slowly, unfurling one vertebrae at a time from the base of the spine to the top, until the last thing to move into place is the neck and then the head. Next, we'll step out as wide as you comfortably can, and we'll open up the bottom of the body, the hips and the insides of the legs by going as low as you comfortably can, reaching out in front. And then we'll shift the weight all the way to one side and reach and make a big circle all the way around with both hands, opening up the sides of the body. all the way to the center, and then the other direction. We reach, we lift, and make a big circle all the way around. Next, we circle and rotate and squeeze the arms, squeeze the chest and the shoulders and the back as tight as you can. Squeeze all the tension out like you're wringing water out of a cloth. 3 circles each direction. 3 circles one way, and 3 circles the other way, squeezing as tight as you can. And then release. Next, we are moving the top of the spine in a broad, smooth, slow, horizontal circle. Let the neck relax. Let the head hang down and roll around. Three circles each direction. 3 circles one way, then 3 circles the other way. Next, we're moving the center of the body in broad, smooth, slow, horizontal circle, as if you're hula hooping in slow motion. 3 circles each direction. 3 circles one way, then 3 circles the other way. Next, we're moving the knees in a broad, smooth, slow, horizontal circle. 3 circles each direction. We're rolling around the outer edges of the feet. 3 circles one way, then 3 circles the other way. Next, as we inhale, we float up onto the balls of the feet, and then we drop onto the heels. Inhaling, floating up, and drop. 3 times only. No more than 3 times. We inhale, we float up, and we drop. Next, we're using our knees, bending and unbending, moving the body up and down. And let this up and down movement develop into a gentle, steady, pulsing rhythm. Use this pulsing, vibrating energy from the ground to give all your muscles a nice massage. Give all your internal organs a nice massage. Then we'll bring it up just a little bit onto the balls of the feet so your heels are coming just off the ground. Then we'll bring it up just a little bit more so the balls of your feet are coming just off the ground as if you have your own personal trampoline right underneath you. Then we'll bring it back down onto the balls of the feet. And bring it back down on flat feet. And then let that movement slowly die out. Just let it slowly come to a stop. Next, we're using the knees again. This time, one knee bends, the other knee straightens, causing the body to rotate. And we rotate, and rotate, and rotate, and rotate. And let this rotation develop into a gentle, steady, rocking rhythm. Let the arms relax and swing and wrap around the body. Gently add energy to this movement so that the hands slowly walk up the body. We're using the legs to move the body and the arms. Next, we're using the knees again. This time, we're shifting the weight all the way to one side so that the other foot becomes so light that it floats up just off the ground. And it floats in, touches, floats out, touches the ground. And we shift the weight very slowly all the way to the other side till the foot floats up and it floats in, touches, floats out, touches the ground, and we shift all the way to the other side till the foot floats up, floats in, touches, floats out, touches the ground. And we shift. The foot floats up, floats in, touches, floats out, touches the ground. And we shift. The foot floats up, floats in, touches, floats out, touches the ground. And we shift. The foot floats up, floats in, touches, floats out, touches the ground. And we shift. floats up, floats in, touches. And then with the foot that's floating, we're going to let it float up, and we're going to rotate the hip that we're standing on to the outside and then back in. Rotating out and back in. Making small circles with the leg that's floating. 3 circles each direction. Rotating out, back in. Rotating out, back in. Rotating out, back in. Then the foot floats out. It touches the ground. And we shift. Then with the foot that's floating, we let it float up. The hip we're standing on rotates outwards. And we make small circles with the leg that's floating. 3 circles each direction. Rotating out and back in. Rotating out and back in. Rotating out and back in. Then the foot floats out, touches, and we shift back into our natural stance. Then we're going to step out just a little bit wider than shoulder width, just so we have a little bit of room to shift and rotate to each side. We're shifting and rotating the same direction from one side to the other, using the hips, knees, and ankles together, coordinating the movement so that we're shifting and rotating smoothly and fluidly. The legs are the most important part of this movement, so we're engaging the legs first. Then we're going to shift and rotate all the way to one side, and we'll pause. And with the hand that's on the inside in the front, we'll let it float up. So it's floating out in front of the shoulder, palm facing outwards. With the other hand, we'll let it float up so it's floating out in front of the hip. Then we'll shift and rotate all the way to the other side. We'll switch the hands down and up. We'll shift and rotate all the way to the other side. We'll switch the hands down and up. We'll shift and rotate. Switch the hands. 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 And then we'll let this develop into a smooth, fluid, flowing pattern. Round off the corners. Let the movement be smooth, fluid, and flowing. Then we'll shift and rotate to one side and pause without switching the hands. And then we'll shift and rotate to the other side. And then we'll switch. We'll shift and rotate, switch the hands down and up. We'll shift and rotate. We'll switch the hands. We'll shift and rotate. Switch. Shift and rotate. Switch. And then allow this movement to develop into a smooth, fluid, flowing pattern. And then we'll pause. And we're shifted and rotated all the way to one side. And then we'll come back into our natural stance. And then we'll let our hands float up out in front, palms facing together. And we'll shift our weight into one foot. We'll let the other foot float up and let the arms float out to the sides like this. Then we'll shift across, switch the hands, let the other foot float up, shift across, switch the hands, let the foot float up. And let this movement develop into a smooth, fluid, flowing pattern. And then we'll pause here at the end point, just for a few breaths, allowing the body to relax and become comfortable here. Then we'll shift to the other side. And we'll pause here, just for a few breaths, allowing the body to relax and become comfortable here. Then we'll shift back into our natural stance, and we'll begin our closing process by inhaling, allowing our hands to float up the outside, and we'll pause here at full expansion. Just for a few breaths. And then we'll begin our closing process by allowing our arms to close, allowing our hands to float together very slowly, very, very slowly, until finally our palms are touching. Then we'll rub our palms together till they're nice and warm. Then we'll bring our palms over our eyes. Then we use our fingertips to rub our scalp. Rub the face. Rub the neck. Rub the arms. Rub the body. Then with the legs, we'll go down the back, up the front, down the front, up the back, down the outside, up the inside, down the inside, up the outside. Then we'll bring the fingertips again to the top of the head. We'll pat the scalp. Pat the face. Pat the neck, down the traps, pat the arms, Pat the body. Finish the legs. We'll go down the back, up the front, down the front, up the back, down the outside, up the inside, down the inside, outside. And if there's any tension left anywhere in the body, just shake it loose. Shake it out and let it go. And there we go, your daily movement multivitamin, your personal daily mind-body energetic hygiene practice is complete. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. You are welcome to join us in the future, to join us on Meetup, to join our online learning community if you'd like to go deeper with your practice. And in the meantime, thank you for joining me today, and thank you for joining me on this lifelong mind-body mastery journey. I'll see you next time. Bye.